Hello there, Sir from 17 once again, introducing you to my Modern Warfare 3 Veteran Difficulty video walkthrough. This is Return to Sender, and we're still in Act 2. So the start of this, we're going to be driving towards wherever the hell we are, or wherever the hell we're going, in this lovely Jeep. And this is a pretty interesting mission, this, because it's hectic as hell, but it's not actually that hard. But, as per usual, we've started with an ACOG on our M4, which is a setup I don't like, but a setup the game loves to give you. So I'll probably be swapping it out straight away to try and get something. That guy was in my fucking way and I couldn't move, which was annoying me. Because that is one thing I hate about this game. The clipping on it is horrific. You clip on people, you clip on boxes, you clip on everything. And the amount of times I've died and it's not been my fault just because somebody won't fucking move is unbelievable. And why don't you just go through them? It makes no sense. It's just so frustrating sometimes, and it's really unnecessary. But this first section here is really hectic, and the reason it's hectic is because it wants you to use the chopper gunner. So as soon as you get the chopper gunner, focus on the red squares. Obviously, don't hit your teammates or you will fail. And if you've used the chopper gunner before, you'll enjoy this. And I hope this kill streak's in the multiplayer because this chopper gunner feels completely different to the other one. And I don't even know why. Everything's practically the same, it just feels different. It might be the noise of the gun or something. But I found it really fun, and you only use it in the campaign with the looks, and I don't think it's in the multiplayer, which is a massive shame. But just keep pushing forward, moving to a better position, and what I like to do is I go into the left building, and I go through there onto the balcony, clear up the guys, and then I just use the chopper gunner from there. And it seems to work wonders, but you can get killed really cheesily because there's a lot of enemies knocking about, and I somehow managed to knife that guy before he rapes my face. But just be careful pushing through these buildings. You never know where the enemy's going to be. There's generally a bunch of them in this next room. There's a guy on a truck. You want to take him down as quick as you can. And just be careful, because you die very quickly, as anybody will tell you, as you probably already know. And I hit a weird checkpoint here where I'm already getting shot at the checkpoint. There you go. That's not very good. But if that happens to you, just make sure you move into cover immediately, or you're going to be hitting that checkpoint quite a lot, because they'll just keep on killing you. But there's the chopper gunner once again, so we get to use it. Our green squares, or white squares, or whatever they are, have moved a little bit further in town now, so just be extra careful of not hitting them. And just be as, spazzy as possible. Try and hit as many targets as you physically can, because not only will you get that achievement, but you'll also kill more people, and it'll be much more useful, because it seems to be timed, and you don't have very long in it before you have to come out. Watch this room, there's always two guys in here. He's going to open up a chest that enables you to pick up, I think, a rocket launcher. But, we've got to take out some MGs, apparently, which is always fun to see. And these campaigns, they don't change very much when you think about them. They're all pretty much the same generic military stuff. It's always, oh, there's this happening here, there's that happening there, gotta take out the MGs, gotta Oscar Mike a lot, and it just makes me wonder why they don't try and mix up the formula to do something ridiculous. And occasionally they'll throw a level at you that's not even really a level, just to mix it up slightly, but that's not what I mean. Just something different, like a level where you're moving through a crowd and you don't know who your target is and you've got to find out who they are, just an option where you're not being constantly told to follow some retard piece of AI, where you've got to kind of find your way through, or I don't know, just something a bit more creative. And I know Activision and the Call of Duty series is not really known for creativity after Call of Duty 4, because 4 was amazing, it redefined everything, and all they've done now is kind of live off its glory and keep adding and tweaking the multiplayer, because nobody plays the campaign, apparently, which is fucking preposterous. And I do apologise if you're a multiplayer gamer, but to me, the first thing you should play on a game is the campaign, because that's where games came from. I mean, I can't understand not playing the single player and doing nothing but multiplayer. My brain just doesn't work like that. And the multiplayer is fun and good and all that, but the campaign's what I want, is what I'm interested in, and the multiplayer is just the gravy. But that breach there can be quite challenging because the smoke of the explosion makes it hard to see the guy you're trying to take out. As long as you get the guy on the right, he's the real trouble character in that situation, you should be fine. And all this is a lovely little torture sequence against this kid. And he probably shouldn't have been too worried because Price ends up shooting him anyway, so it's kind of like a mercy killing. But whoever said the SAS were kind is misinformed, because they do what they do, and that is kill people. They're like human crocodiles. They just don't give a fuck. They've got one objective. They are predators, and they go into situations and do what they do best. So there's the... I think there should be a checkpoint on that section there. There it is. There's a checkpoint. And as you push forward into this dusty town, there's going to be a storm that's moving forward. It's not quite here yet, though. You'll know when it's here. And as you get here to this section, there's two ways you can approach this. I sit on this right-hand side on my recording. On my first time playthrough, there's a room that I'm looking at just there to my left, and that's really good cover for shooting people. But I just eke out on my belly at this little corner, using this like concrete or this stonework, whatever the hell it is, as really good cover, and I just pop as many people as I can before I push up. And this is an area that I had troubles with the checkpoints in, because when you go through it, I don't know why I went higher on that word than I did anything else in that sentence. When you go through this area, you can do all of it and not get a checkpoint, and other times you'll get 3 or 4. And I did get screwed on my recording room, which is never fun, because if I'm completely honest, I should have recorded my first playthrough, because I didn't have that much trouble anywhere except for the very first road, and I would have been able to get the guide up quicker. But it's part of my philosophy that I've got to know what I'm doing through the levels, and I've got to at least have played the game once, which is a standard I have imposed on myself, so there's no one to blame but me, but it generally makes the guides a little bit more professional, because there's nothing worse than somebody who says they've done a walkthrough and it's the first playthrough of the game, and they don't know where the fuck they're going, so how the hell can they tell you where to go if they don't know themselves? To me, it's hypocritical, and it's not a guide, it's a playthrough. It's that simple. But when you go up against this wooden piece of cover here, there's going to be a bunch of guys in front of you on the roof, and they will kill you super quick. You've got to be real careful, and I'm laying behind a wicker basket here and somehow still alive, so I'm not too sure the logistics of this situation, but I'm glad to be in it. And just keep popping dudes left and right. This is one of the moments where it seems like the spawn is infinite, but if you push forward, you should hit a checkpoint. If you don't, it means you're going to probably not hit a checkpoint and have trouble if you die. But just pay attention, play it safe. The timer is more than enough time to get this section done. Do not panic, do not rush, or put yourself into a situation you don't want to be in. As you get through here, you should have got another checkpoint, but I don't. And there's going to be a bunch of people on that rooftop to the right, so make sure you take those guys down. And be careful of this left-hand area, because I go up onto that on the roof, sorry. But when you're on the roof, you're also very exposed to lots of different lines of sight. So there's the first one. Make sure you pick him up, and as you edge towards here, there's guys on the ground, there's guys on the roofs directly in front of me now. There's one up there. Do you see him? And when you go, I flank down the left-hand path to get up to that area. When you go that way, be careful, because there's generally always a guy on the roof over there. That's why I just threw the stun, because I didn't want him to kill me. There he is, staggering around. Clean him up, and there's his friend. Clean him up too. And just be really careful, because they will kill you very fast. And then the final part of this level is the house directly in front of me now, where the muzzle flashes are coming from. That house has 3 or 4 guys in it, and I like to cheekily shoot them through the windows and then lay down. Just be careful, because at this range, death can come very quickly, and bit of sloppy shooting there, but it gets the job done. And as soon as you move into this area, I do believe that the timer is going to be less of a factor, but we'll find that out in the next video. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope it's helping, and you take care now.